Hey, this is Lance with HealthySimulation.com. You may remember a post I did back in the beginning of this year in New Orleans at IMSH unveiling SimCenter through Laerdal. SimCenter includes SimStore, SimDeveloper, SimManager, and SimView. And SimStore and SimDeveloper are great ways to sell and purchase simulation scenarios. Laerdal has been gracious enough to provide HealthySimulation.com with a credit to purchase some scenarios online through SimStore. So we're going to go through that process today to show you just how easy it is to browse through the various scenarios and pick specific ones that you're interested in, as opposed to purchasing a bulk order of scenarios, half of which you may never even be interested in. So you can get the Laerdal SimCenter by going to laerdal.com/SimCenter, and from there clicking on the SimCenter link, which will take you to mysimcenter.com. And once you get to SimStore, basically what you'll want to do is log on and create a new account. So I'll do that here and now. Okay, so I've logged on to my account, and as you can see on the front page of SimStore here, you can search by your training disciplines to find the particular type of scenario that your department may be interested in and start purchasing there, adding to your cart. But one fun thing to think about is just the administrative levels that are available through SimStore. So for example, say that you were a super user, as it was saying just there. You're someone who can browse through simulation, the SimStore, and also purchase simulation scenarios. And you might have accounts that are maybe perhaps browse only, that can't actually purchase. That way your faculty can or educators can go through and take a look at what's available and make recommendations before someone with purchasing authority can come back in and actually buy those simulation scenarios. But let's go ahead and search through, say, for example, clinical nursing. We can see the various simulation scenarios that are available here. I'd like to do a sub-search of clinical nursing that would include on the left here, I'm going to select ATLS. See if we can't get this to search through these filters. Okay, so now we have results 1 of 9 of 55 simulation scenarios that are available. We can take a look at this first one, which is trauma, head injury, bleeding patient cases for SimMan 3G. Note that this is in auto mode, so it's not a simulation scenario that you can go ahead and change on the fly. It's kind of just a set it and forget it type mode there with auto mode. So there are different, you can read about the case and the various aspects of it, of what's going to be happening, the learning objectives, and perhaps related products that might go well with that. The way that the cost structure is broken up here with SimStore is that you could purchase, for example, an annual license that would allow you to use this scenario for the next year. That way you could really kind of get hands-on with it and have it in your simulation center. Maybe that was something that you were only interested in tackling for the next year. Or of course your capital license is going to give you the opportunity to have that simulation scenario for the rest of time. So you can see here that the quantity reflects how many scenarios, licenses you're purchasing. So I do believe that if you purchase one license, you can install this simulation scenario onto one mannequin. And as you go up from there, you can see here there's a multiple license discount. So if you purchase a second license for a second mannequin, it's 50% off, and then third license and more is 90% off, and so on. So you can also check on the free trial. And so the free trial license enables you to evaluate whether a scenario meets your organization's needs. And basically what that does is that it allows you to utilize that simulation scenario for about 24 hours. And within that time you can check it out and make sure that it's something that your simulation lab really needs, fits its goals and its plans, and from there make a choice about whether or not you want to purchase it after 24 hours or not. Kind of like a free trial, basically. That's what this totally is. Okay, so I'm going to not add this one to the cart. It's not something I'm particularly interested in because it is, I believe, an auto case for auto mode, and we don't need any more auto mode cases at the Clinical Simulation Center of Las Vegas. So I'm going to start spending some time browsing here, and then we'll come back and I'll show you which scenarios I have considered to purchase. Okay, one of the things you can see here is that I'm searching for a simulator of a SimMan 3G scenario that is in instructor mode and that has is specific towards ACLS. And as I'm browsing through the various simulation scenarios, there's 56 ones available for those particular criteria. You can see that you can browse through various types of organizations that have helped to create simulation scenarios. So here's healthcare simulation of South Carolina, the NLN, and the American Heart Association. Particularly, if you wanted to, you could search specifically through those organizations on the left over here by creating a new filter for them. Okay, as you can see, taking a look at the scenario that I've decided to purchase a capital license of, $295. It's from the American Heart Association, and it provides, again, it's a SimMan 3G scenario that's in the instructor mode. So I can take a look at all the learning objectives and the product details, and what I'll be able to do is add this to my cart right now. And then when I'm ready to make the purchase, I will go ahead and check out. I'll enter in the promo code that Laerdal provided, and then what I'm going to do is download this simulation scenario to a thumb drive, and I will take it to my Laerdal 3G mannequin in the emergency department simulation lab room and install it on that laptop there. And I think that's helpful because then I can make the choice of which of our three SimMan 3Gs I want the particular scenario to be installed on. Not in that moment, but a little bit later. So I'm not actually using my Laerdal laptop to make the purchase. I'm going to do that from my office and then take it over to the particular mannequin that I'm interested later on. So that's a pretty quick rundown of SimStore. It's really simple to use, and it really helps with purchasing simulation scenarios that you are particularly interested in. And if you want to search by organization or particular type of institution or department, you have the ability to filter out and find exactly what it is that you're interested in getting. Now, Sim Developer is where you would upload your own simulation scenarios that you or your team have created in efforts to try to sell those to other members in the community. So we'll take a look at that in the near future.